Live from the Carl Chevrolet Studios in West Des Moines, this is Iowa Live.
Well, welcome back to Full Throttle Thursday on Iowa Live. We're talking everything Knoxville Raceway today, and joining us right now is last year's Randall Roofing 360 champion from Knoxville Raceway, Jamie Ball. Good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, thank you, Lou. Thanks for having us. It's always a pleasure to be here with you.
Yeah, we have so many goodies that we are going to talk about in front of us right now, but I think first and foremost, we want to talk about your history in racing and how you got to where you are at Knoxville Raceway. Give us the history about your first start, your beginnings in racing.
I'm a Knoxville kid. I've lived in Knoxville my entire life, and I pretty much worship the ground that is Marion County Fairgrounds.
Yeah.
So just absolutely love racing. Started at English Creek Speedway just down the road there in Melcher, and transitioned to sprint cars in 2010, and 16 years so far that we've been racing. So it's been a heck of a career so far.
Now, English Creek, explain what that is for people.
Outlaw dirt carts. So they're go-karts with motorcycle engines on them that are about as fast as a sprint car when it comes to weight and horsepower that you can get. So it really teaches you a lot of throttle control. You know, guys like Rico, Kyle Larson, Brad Sweet all came from that. So it's really a breeding ground.
Now, are
for
these,
sprint cars.
they look like little sprint cars?
Yeah, just no suspension on them. They're go-kart.
But they're
with a frame.
go-karts that look like sprint cars.
Correct.
Yeah, which is really a cool way to get into the sport, isn't it? Yeah.
It really is, and it's been a lot of good local Knoxville guys who've came from English Creek, so it's a good breeding ground for local racers.
Okay, so yeah, you got into sprint car racing. We're going to talk about a very special event that's going on this weekend that you had a lot to do with here in just a couple of seconds. But you got into racing in 2010 over at Knoxville, and you did really well. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, it really started off well. We did 305 and 360 double duty then, and then have kind of transitioned just to 360. We even went on the road in 2018 with the ASCS National Tour, and then just kind of transitioned back to Knoxville because it felt wrong being away from Knoxville Raceway on a Saturday. So do double duty now and just working a couple jobs and being a dad and racing on the weekends. It's truly a dream come true.
Yeah, you're being a dad. Your wife, you're a champion. Your wife is a champion too, right? What is she a champion of?
Yes, last year we were both champions. She was the #1 cowgirl in the world for the Cowboy Mounted Shooting Association. So she shoots Colt 45 handguns, long guns, rifles, shotguns off horseback in a time pattern, shooting gunpowder at balloons, and she's pretty incredible.
That is cool. And you mentioned you're a dad. Turn the helmet here sideways. You can see you guys somebody's name on the side of your helmet. Whose name is that?
Yeah, my daughter Journey Lane that we had on February 5th. So it timed out really well to be in the off season, and she'll be 5 months this Saturday, and it's just been a true blessing from God.
I want to show the gloves too. These are your racing gloves.
That
right?
was my Father's Day gift. My wife got Jacob Brown at K1 Race Gear to get custom gloves done with Journey's handprint on them. So now every time I race, I look down and her hand's right there. And
that is cool. That is awesome. So that is really great that it's going there. But you mentioned Saturday, and it's going to be a special Saturday. Let's talk about that because you had a lot to do with this.
Yeah, our company, Hireview Enterprises, sponsors the night, and we made it the Nolan Wren Memorial, which would be my wife's grandfather.
Okay.
They used to race down in Texas back in the day, and we just wanted to do something different and fun. So like we give away a Barstool trophy that's custom made by Jansen Fabrication out in Pella.
Oh, really?
That each driver, Pro Sprint 360 and 410 get. And then I always feel the crew chiefs, they're the ones that do all the work.
Yes.
But they get nothing. So we're doing a Eldon Hamilton Award, which is a belt buckle that we'll give to each winning crew chief. So
I love that
crew
idea.
chiefs get stuff, and then my mother-in-law, they both love kids, so we're giving away bikes and backpacks with school supplies and doing some different things with T-shirts out in the grandstands, and just trying to make it an event that people want to come to on the 4th of July weekend when they have so many other choices.
Yeah, and this is going to be a warm weekend, but you'll be able to get plenty of refreshments there, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So, but what else is so special about this weekend that people need to come out to Knoxville Raceway to see, because there's another big event happening?
Well, and one cool thing, my wife carries the flag too on horseback this weekend, so she'll be on her horse Panda carrying the American flag with fireworks shooting out the top and just kind of putting a staple into what is, 4th of July weekend.
Oh, that is, it gives you chills when you see her riding around like that. She does such a great job doing that too. Now, is she also the one that does it during Nationals too? Is she the one that rides around with the American flag during Nationals?
Yes, sir. So she does 3 events now. Like I said, we're pretty busy with having a kid, and she still does the Cowboy Mounted Shooting, but she's always there for Nolan Wren Memorial, for the Saturday of Knoxville Nationals, and then if she's around, she does late model nationals.
See,
too.
that's and I know a little bit more about what's going on. So let's also talk about Hall of Fame too. What's going on with the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, the Knoxville Raceway Hall of Fame inductees this weekend. They've got a bunch of people going in with the likes of Carrie Madsen that still races today to my childhood favorite, Jeff Matrician. So it's just a big weekend in general for racing and for Knoxville Raceway.
Yeah, he said his childhood favorite. He didn't mention his dad. It was his childhood favorite. Anyway, Larry, he still loves you. Don't worry. So that is so cool, though, that everything that is going on. By the way, the hot lap started at 6:45 on Saturday over at Knoxville Racing. Starts about 8 o'clock, which is the norm. People want more information about everything Knoxville Raceway. Do you know where they go on the website?
KnoxvilleRaceway.com.
I think this guy's got it done. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow.